guys, welcome to Sissy Spaces and thanks for being here. In today's video, we're getting it all done, starting with switching out this rug and replacing it with a new one I ordered off Amazon last week. And speaking of switching, we're changing up two of the rooms upstairs in order to allow for better usage of this space. I'm also sharing additional home updates, a quick and easy recipe, along with decluttering my decor closet and a few of the drawers in the kitchen. So as you can see, today's Get It All Done is going to be a busy one, and I hope you enjoy it. And it motivates you to check some items off your to-do list as well. And as always, if you do enjoy today's video, please remember to like, subscribe if you're new, comment, and share. In last week's Hold House Clean With Me video, I explained that I wanted to replace this rug because I was unable to remove the speckles of paint and the color stains from the Georgia red clay dirt that had embedded itself within it. But our oldest really wanted it in his room and has promised me that he will do his best to clean it and keep it clean. As you just saw, I did develop a checklist to guide me along the way, and I'm proud to say that I was able to check off all but one item off of it. But I do plan to share that one item not completed today in next week's video. And before putting down the new rug, I wanted to mop underneath it, because who knows when I will make time to mop underneath it again. And as you'll see, mopping was definitely needed. Whenever I use the Swiffer wet pads, I wring out the excess liquids, because as I've mentioned before in several of my other videos, these are laminate wood look floors, and they will swell up and discolor if any liquid is left standing on them. So as I mop, I do go back over the previously mopped space to remove any excess liquids. That's one of the reasons why I'm hesitant to order a wet dry bag, but mopping it by hand is a lot of work, and the main reason why I do want a wet dry bag. While the floors are drying in the family room, the boys and I are clearing out the two rooms I'm switching today. The reason for the switch is to remove the bed from in front of the window, and I have been informed by guests that the old guest room is warmer in the summer and colder in the winter than the rest of the house due to the higher ceilings. So we're switching the guest room to where the current gym is now and vice versa. The old gym have 9-foot ceilings, while the ceilings in the old guest room are over 15 feet in height. And along with switching the rooms, we're also cleaning and decorating them. For those that didn't watch my guest bedroom furniture flip video I posted over 3 months ago, the boys and I removed the old stain from the bed and dresser and applied a clear coat of polyurethane. But as you just saw, we did miss some spots. Also, I was trying to be careful while removing these frames because I do want to reuse them. But as you're about to see, there was one that didn't make it. I've realized over time that you don't know how large a room really is until you have to mop it empty. This room is the same size as the office located below it. But if you watched last week's video, the office seems much smaller. And just like the floors in the family room, I mopped over the previously mopped areas in order to remove the excess liquids. And again, wishing I had a wet dry vac as I mopped it. The floors are dry, which means I can lay down the new rug. I did order the same rug that was in here before because I really like it. Also, this is a budget-friendly 9x12 rug at under $150, and it's of good quality because the previous rug is over 5 years old, and the only reason why I replaced it was because of the stains. But with this new rug, I do plan to clean it more often versus only once every 6 months, as I had done before. Also, I did vacuum it twice in order to flatten it more, and I didn't order a rug pad because the heavy sofa will prevent it from shifting once it's placed on it. The boys would have moved the sofa on the new rug, but our oldest left for work while our youngest was outside walking Max. And by the time he returned, I was already done. Also, I did use the Swiffer dry cloth to clean the remaining floors in the family room as well as the kitchen before clearing out the old gym. And I took a break for lunch as well as an additional few minutes to play with Max. Finishing up in the family room, our youngest was vacuuming the floors in the old gym, as well as clearing out some of the items. And we were very grateful for the furniture sliders shown earlier, because while using them, the desk and dresser were a breeze to move. By the way, the furniture sliders we used are for hard floors only, but you can also order some for carpet. And I'll have them linked in my description box in case you're interested. It didn't take us long to empty the old gym because none of the items we removed required any disassembling. Also, unlike the family room in this room, I didn't need to mop because our youngest did it for me. Before continuing, I do want to thank Costway for sponsoring this part of today's video. They sent me their 2-in-1 folding treadmill to try, and I was happy to oblige. It has been really hot and raining a lot lately, which has prevented me from taking my morning walks as often. So this 2-in-1 folding treadmill was exactly what I needed. It's lightweight and was quick and easy to set up because it comes already assembled, and it has a 300-pound weight capacity with a speed range of up to 7.6 miles per hour. This 2-in-1 treadmill also comes with a remote control holder, safety key, and phone holder. And you can use the treadmill in the running mode with the handle up and walking mode with the handle down. By the way, you can also download the app which allows you to track your exercise data and share it with others, but I chose not to do it on this day. The instruction manual was easy to read and follow, which enabled me to easily attach all the components without any assistance. Also, the 3-prong power cord is standard and extends up to 5 feet. And after grabbing one of hubby's Phillips head screwdriver, I was able to attach the remote control holder and phone holder with ease. 'To start, you need to switch on the power button, which is located at the front of the treadmill. Then use the remote to start, decrease or increase your speed, and stop. The window display is large, which allows you to see your speed, time, distance, and calories burned. And you can adjust the folding handle and tighten the belt as needed. Also, this 2-in-1 folding treadmill is easy to maintain and comes with lubrication for the belt, as well as additional tools required. Two weeks ago, I mentioned in my Productive Day in the Life video that Target had a 40% off sale on all of their threshold quilts and other bed linens. So at that time, I picked up this brown quilt as well as the beige one. Last year, I ordered the green one and have been using it and loving it since, but washed and stored it once I received these two. I also plan to use the beige one in the new guest bedroom location today, but haven't decided if I wanted to top it with the dark gray or brown chunky knit throw that I also picked up during the sale. I also ordered a mirror for the gym, and I'm hoping it arrives before day's end. Along with the remainder of the artificial faux stems I ordered from May Floral. Over the last year, I have been really enjoying decorating and updating my home. And I want to thank you for all of your suggestions and kind comments. And I ask that you please keep them coming. My original plan was to decorate this bedroom on this day, but I decided to hold off until tomorrow because I still hadn't decided which color of chunky knit throw I wanted to use, as well as the artwork and faux stems. I also wanted to repair the holes in the walls from the previous items hung in here and the gym. So once done setting up and repairing the holes in the walls, we'll call it a night and start early the next morning. was able to remove most of the nails by hand, but there were a few that were painted over and recessed deeper in the walls, so the claw part of the hammer was needed. And I used a circular sander to smooth over the holes before applying the spackle. The spackle I'm going to use is pink when initially applied and turns white once it dries. And tomorrow, I'll finish by smoothing out the spackle and painting over them. It's the next day, and the guys from Fresh Air Ducts arrived early to clean our dryer vent and replace the hose. Hubby cleans the dryer vent every 6 months, but yearly we like to hire a professional to clean it and address any potential issues found. These guys did a great job, and cleaning the vent only cost $79, and the hose replacement was an additional $50. Walking on my new treadmill from Costway and freshening up, I wanted to share this quick and easy recipe with a 10-minute prep time. The recipe is called cucumber, tomato, and avocado salad, but today I'm going to make it substituting a red onion for the cucumber because I forgot to pick up a cucumber while at Walmart last night. By the way, I'm making this in bulk because not only do I eat it as a side dish, but I also like to place it on top of burgers and hot dogs and eat it as a dip. I think the most important step that's not mentioned in this recipe is cleaning the vegetables. To clean them, I like using a mixture of cold water and white distilled vinegar. And as I let them soak in this mixture, I also use a veggie wash that I picked up at Walmart. And once done cleaning them, I always use a salad spinner to remove any excess water from the leafy vegetables, such as the cilantro I'm prepping today. Slicing vegetables and meats, we use 2 different cutting boards. A white synthetic cutting board hubby picked up at Williams-Sonoma years ago for the vegetables, and a wooden butcher block end-grain cutting board for the meats. According to research, it's important that you use 2 separate cutting boards for meats and vegetables, which prevents cross-contamination. By using separate cutting boards, you minimize the risk of harmful bacteria transferring to foods that won't be cooked, like the recipe we're prepping today. Before slicing the vegetables, I want to quickly sharpen the knife using this fine edge sharpener, which is made of stainless steel. We've used this one as well as other sharpening tools in the past, but found that this one works best because I'm sure some of you are aware that when slicing tomatoes, a sharp knife is required, or you'll end up with a mushy mess. some of you are well aware, the rule within our home is whoever cooks doesn't clean. But today I'm making an exception, considering I'm actually meal prepping versus cooking. Also, this recipe asks that you add olive oil and lemon juice to the vegetable mixture once done, along with salt and pepper. But I chose not to add the olive oil or lemon juice, thus only adding salt and pepper. Whenever I slice leafy vegetables like cilantro, I like to slice the entire stem versus only removing the leaves of the stem. I also prefer cutting my avocados last to prevent them from browning prematurely due to oxidation, which occurs when the cut flesh is exposed to air. And I refrigerate this recipe once done right away to maintain the freshness and flavor. Although not shown, I did add salt before the pepper, and I also added fresh cracked pepper. Again, this recipe calls for olive oil and lemon juice, but I chose not to add them. And later that evening, hubby grilled chicken, sausages, and burgers, and as mentioned earlier, we did eat this as a side dish, which was absolutely delicious. After a speed clean of the kitchen, I was excited to get started with decorating the new guest bedroom location. I did use the new quilt mentioned earlier and chose the gray chunky net throw over the brown one. I also chose to use wall art that I already had with faux stems and vessels that I've used in the past. Of course, before decorating the rest of the room, we need to make the bed. Also, whenever I purchase new colorful quilts and blankets, I always choose the king size, which allows me to use them in any of the bedrooms. And I decided before adding the remaining decor in this new guest bedroom, I'll hang up some items in the gym, which will only take a few minutes. As you can see, the holes are fully covered and painted. I did my best to blend the new paint with the old, and overall think I did a pretty good job. And instead of putting additional holes in the walls, I chose to use clear command strips to hang the resistance bands. Unfortunately, the mirror didn't arrive in time to make the video, but once it arrives and hubby hangs it, I'll definitely share it with you. Again, the chunky net throwing quilt are from Target and the throw pillow covers are from Etsy, while the inserts are Amazon finds. And to decorate the dresser, I chose to use the same decor I used when decorating it in my spring clean and decorate with me video. Later, after reviewing this footage, I did notice that some of the items were off-centered, like this frame, as well as the small lumbar pillow shown earlier. But no worries, because I did go back and straighten them before adding final touches to the gym. And I also placed the new artificial stems from Target in this vase that I shared in last week's Whole House Clean With Me video. Again, the mirror didn't arrive in time in order to make the video, so I decided to hang the jump ropes in that space for now, and when the mirror does arrive, I'll place the jump ropes in a woven basket or someplace else. Before decluttering my decor closet, I wanted to add these decorative garage handles and hinge magnets to the garage door. We have discussed replacing the door, which is the same one that came with the house and is over 24 years old. The door also has holes in them, which can be repaired, but we would rather replace it. I have been looking at different designs and wanted to see if I really like this one before purchasing a new door. Per year, I like to declutter and donate decor that I no longer plan to use. In December, I donated 3 large bags of decor, but today I ended up donating 5, including a Christmas tree and 3 wreaths. Years ago, I promised hubby that I wouldn't purchase any new decor unless I can fit them in my decor closet, so it was important that I decluttered it before storing the new items acquired. And I'm happy to say that all new items fit after decluttering it with a little bit of space to spare. Our youngest did help by removing some of the storage containers from the closet because they were a lot heavier than I remembered. I also wanted to donate the KitchenAid stand mixer attachments shown earlier because I've never used them and don't plan to do so. Also this year, I want to add more color to our home using artificial stems, decor pillows, throws, and miscellaneous decor. So today, I donated most of my black and white items as well as a lot of green faux stems. Decluttering the faux stems and florals were simple, as I already had in mind the items I wanted to donate, and to make it easier, I decluttered them by season, starting with the fall stems first, then winter or Christmas faux stems, and eventually I decluttered the spring ones, removing the green pothos stems from the Cosmos sprays, and which I plan to keep. Faux stems and florals are done, which means we're now moving on to the storage containers. Decluttering the storage containers did take up most of my day because I unwrapped each item and for some, pondered on whether or not to donate them. But whenever I hesitated, I reminded myself that the goal this year is adding color. So if the decor item was not colorful, it was time to donate it. And as you can see, I stayed on task because most of the items are black or white or plain green in color. Not only did I declutter my decor and faux florals, but I also decluttered my decorative throw pillow covers. Again, focusing on keeping the colorful ones and donating the plain ones. And as you can see, I like storing them in this woven basket as well as the one located in the family room. Most of these decor pillow covers are from Etsy, with a few from Amazon, Pottery Barn, and Walmart. And once done decluttering them, we'll remove the 7.5-foot Christmas tree from the closet upstairs that I plan to donate today. By the way, the one item that I didn't complete today was sharing my decor haul, because I'm still waiting on some faux stems from A Floral and items that I ordered from Pottery Barn. But I'll definitely share my decor haul in next week's video regardless. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I want to thank you for watching it. And as always, if you did enjoy it, please like, subscribe if you're new, comment, and share. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.